Hello, beautiful earth angels. Cycle breakers, empaths, alchemists. I'm so happy to be here. This is Jill Kempner, angel coach, alchemist, and author of Receiving from Your Angels. And I wanted to talk about the shadow of calm today. I was praying about how to add value to your life right now, what my angels were wanting me to share, and that's what came through. So, first of all, I am here to serve highly sensitive, highly intuitive souls. Those empaths, earth angels, light workers, cycle breakers, those who are here to lead with love. And you're like so ready to take everything that was heavy, leaden, and painful in your life and turn it into spiritual gold. You're ready for transformation. You're ready for healing. You're ready for alchemy. And so, what do I mean when I talk about the shadow of calm? Well, first of all, right, it's so important in the alchemy formula, which is invitation plus intention plus R to the third equals alchemy. So how do we get from the heavy, today the shadow of calm, how do we get from the shadow of calm to calm, right? The relax, release, receive process takes us there. And it begins by inviting your angels to guide, surround, direct, and protect you. And it continues and it deepens when you invite, when you intend. And that intention is calm. So what I'm here to do is awaken, activate, initiate, help you align with the calm, clear, confident you. And part of how we do that, right? Once we set that intention, you have to understand that when you set an intention, what you're intending, you start to receive it immediately. You start to align with it immediately. And then anything that's not that comes up for healing. So that's why the shadow of calm is so important. If calm is your intention, if you're ready to embody your next level of calm, and understand that calm is not numb, it's not robotic, it's not bypassing. Calm is a soul frequency. Calm is a choice. Actually, that was what I initially was going to call this. Calm is a choice. But the angel said, no, go a little deeper. So if your intention is calm, then the shadow of calm needs to be released. So, thank you, angels. So last week we talked about the ingredients of calm: slowing down, relaxing, and feeling safe. And I've been thinking about that so much since I got the download. And like praying about it and like trying to embody it myself and like noticing where I'm not calm, right? Noticing where I'm in the shadow. So, and then just recommitting, right? Redevoting over and over and over again, because this calm is a practice. It's a choice and it's a practice. Why? Because you are a soul, a beautiful, amazing, vast, loving soul, calm soul, having a human experience. And the human experience is filled with chaos, is filled with division, is filled with contrast. So even though our wholeness is calm, our truth is calm, our essence is calm, the ego is the opposite in many ways, right? And there's so many layers of our ego. But today we're talking about the shadow of the shadow of calm. So what came to me, I started thinking, okay, what is the shadow of calm? Hello, welcome, say hi if you're here. So here's what came to me, right? I started thinking, okay, what are the ingredients of calm? Slowing down. So one of the shadows of calm is rushing, right? Rushing to the next thing, pushing, forcing, like, ugh. If you're in that, you're in the shadow of calm. That's okay. I'll give you a simple practice today to recommit. Then one of the ingredients of calm is relaxation. So what's the opposite of that, right? It's like feeling tense, feeling overwhelmed, feeling that resistance. So those are some of the shadows of calm. And then one of the ingredients is safety. And I've been really thinking about that. Like, how do we talk about safety? What is it? And what came to me is steadiness. Like, I really felt like steadiness, strong, secure. That's what I think when I think of safety, right? So the opposite of that, the shadow of that, right, is feeling insecure, is feeling fear. So it's feeling afraid, it's feeling unsteady. And why it's so important to talk about the shadow is, again, in the embodying of that calm, it's really, truly the remembering of your true self. It's remembering it and then embodying it. In the embodying of calm, anything that's not that is going to come up for healing. And right now, we are being called to step into our next level of calm, our next level of clarity, and our next level of confidence. So just naming it, like I really feel what I heard the angels say before I got on is the invitation to you to notice where you need to bring more calm into your life. Maybe it's with a specific person. Maybe it's with a situation, at work, at home, with a friend. Like, where can you be the calm in the eye of the storm? Obviously, also the shadow of calm is chaos. And right now, that's a lot of what's happening in the world right now. There's division, separation, violence, tremendous amount of uncertainty and fear. And calm is a choice. Calm is a frequency that you can step into by slowing down your breath, your body, your thoughts, by relaxing physically and emotionally, mentally and spiritually, right? By letting the tension go. And by embodying safety, by stepping into your steadiness, your strength, your inner authority. I'm going to show you the card I pulled. And understand that the first step of alchemy, to go from lead, right, to go from the chaos into the calm, right, whatever your intention is, we focus on inviting our team. I call them the A-team. So the slowing down is that intentionality. Instead of rushing, pushing, forcing everything to happen, it's like, okay, wait, let me slow down and invite my angels. When I do that, it helps me relax. When I slow down and invite my angels, I feel more relaxed. When I slow down and invite my angels, I feel safe. when I slow down and invite my angels, I feel calmer. And then you're in your soul energy, right? That's what we need. We need you to be in your soul energy. Not in the wounded ego, but your soul self. And I know you can do it. I have faith in you. And if you want help with that, I would be honored if you would join the Angelic Alchemist. I have opened up the first 3 workshops of the year-long membership as standalone offerings. And we're going to talk about calm, clarity, and confidence in the first 3 in the spring offerings. So next Wednesday, March 18th, from 7 to 8:30 p.m. Central Time over Zoom, the first workshop, the opening workshop, is Calm, the Alchemy of Invitation. And in that workshop, I am going to teach you. So let me slow that one down a tiny little bit. So every workshop is going to have a very similar format. Why? Because consistency brings comfort, brings stability, brings familiarity into our very fried nervous systems, right? That consistency is so important. So in every workshop, including the opening workshop, Calm, the Alchemy of Invitation, next Wednesday, there's going to be a teaching, there's going to be a tool, and there's going to be an activation. And then there's going to be community connection at the end. These are live and recorded, and there's lifetime access to these offerings. So thank you, angels. So in the first class, we're going to do the teaching about calm, right? What it is, what it's not, and the power of invitation, right? The power, the support, the safety of inviting your angels. It's the first step of alchemy, because the ultimate overall goal of this each standalone offering and then the whole year is for you to step into the calm, clear, confident you by getting the gems, by taking your pain and turning it into peace, by taking what is heavy, leaden, and turning it into spiritual gold. So my intention is that you leave calm, clear, and confident, relaxed, lighter, refreshed, right? Come as you are, leave transformed. And my intention is that you have a gem. Even if you don't get a gem that second in the class, I know that my intention of you getting a gem from that pain, from that fear, from that wound, from that chaos, that inner conflict, you getting the gem, that's the gold, right? The wounds into wisdom, the pain into peace, the fear into faith. So in this workshop, we're going to be talking about invitation, the power of it. You're going to receive an invitation. We're going to slow it down so you can really feel the frequency of inviting your angels, because you're training yourself. You're teaching yourself to do this every day, but not just to do it, but to also feel the frequency. So we're going to slow that all down, and you're going to have that angel invitation when you leave to take with you and start doing every day. And then the activation in class number 1 is to your guardian angel's frequency. They are going to attune your 5 clairs to their loving frequency so that you can hear them more, hear them, see them, feel them, love them, trust them to the next level. Trust their calm, trust their clarity, trust their confidence, awakening that within you. So let's pause for a moment and check in. So let's invite our angels. And let's say that our intention is calm, right? And we're going to release some layer of the shadow. So we know that. But we're really going to see like where in our lives, where in your life are you being guided to put an infusion of calm, to infuse calm. And maybe it's inside of you. Maybe there's a part inside of you. So let's tune in. Oh, they want me to show the card now. I kept hearing that and I was like, okay, I love this. So I asked, how is it you're releasing the shadow of calm? Authority. There is no higher authority in your life than yourself. You possess free will. Use it for the highest good and release the illusion of fear and limitation. You are a limitless force of goodness. Like, can you just feel that? You are a limitless force of goodness. Actually, you just reminded me, I pulled this card. I was pulling a reading about something. And this card came out. So let's be that limit. Let's tune into the limitless force of goodness that you are. See where you need an infusion of calm, and then we shall be done. So bringing your hands, just tuning in by taking some breaths and beginning to slow down. Just slow down. We welcome the angels of calm. Slowing down your physical body. Slowing down the breath. Lengthening the exhale, even just by one count. Letting yourself relax. The tension in your body, in your shoulders, in your back. Letting your emotions settle and still and steady. Letting the mind slow and quiet. And then the spiritual relaxation of surrender. I'm willing to surrender some layer of chaos, some layer of intensity. And then we welcome. Just take a moment to welcome your team, your angels. I call them the A-team. I invite all of my angels and guardian angels, allies, animals, and ancestors, ascended masters, and archangels, especially Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Ariel. I welcome the heart of Source and the heart of Source. Thank you for guiding, surrounding, directing, and protecting me for my absolute highest good and highest healing. I am the keeper of my mind and body, and I welcome only those angels, guides, and earth angels that love me unconditionally. We welcome the angels of calm, the angels of safety, the angels of compassion. And just let yourself feel that frequency. Notice if you feel a tingling. Notice how here's what the angels are saying. Notice what your angels, when you invite them, what their frequency feels like in your body. Do you notice it in the head, in the brain? Do you notice it in the heart or the gut? What do you notice? What do you feel? What do you sense? And we set that intention to step into our calm self, our calm, clear, confident self, and we are ready to release the shadow. What shadow am I releasing? What shadow of calm are you inviting me to release? That's what I'm hearing right now. I love that. For me, I feel like it's interesting. I feel tension is what they're saying for me to release. Just like tiny little bit of tension. And then ask, beautiful soul-loving angels, where are you inviting me to infuse calm? Notice if it's in your inner world, if it's with a relationship, a specific person, a family member, a work relationship. Maybe it's around money. Where are you inviting me to infuse calm? To either be more calm or send calm, to embody calm. And for me, it's around the Alchemist in my offerings. So that's what I heard. And I invite you to share in the comments later what came up for you. So tap into the limitless, what did it say? The limitless force of goodness within you. You are a limitless force of goodness. Your calm matters. Your light matters. Your medicine matters. You matter. So I feel your guardian angels coming in. They're giving you a warm, loving hug. They're so proud of you for taking the time to watch this video, for tuning in to where you need calm in your inner world and the outer world. So take in that love. They're giving you a big, loving, bear hug of love. And we'll seal this inner journey by dedicating the healing that you've received today to all our relations in all directions of time. And a namaste. Namaste. The light in me sees and aligns with the light in you. Okay, my dears. I really love that. I've been so enjoying talking about calm. I feel calm when we talk about it. And now I'm so glad that we named the shadow of it, right? Like what shadow are you clearing? And where in your life do you need to bring this calm, right? The medicine of calm, the energy of calm. And also, I love what came through. I'm actually going to bring this into the class and the workshop next week. How does the angelic frequency, right? Your angels, when you invite them, how does that feel in your body? And really it's like, oh yeah, I feel like I can slow down, relax, and feel safe, right? I feel safe. I feel relaxed. I feel like, oh, I can breathe. That's how it feels for me. So I love you. I bless you. I appreciate you. I am so grateful for every single one of you who has already said yes to the Alchemist. The founding member doors are open, and almost this time next week will be our opening workshop, our first workshop, Calm the Alchemy of Invitation. And I'm just honored. I'm so honored to share my medicine in this way. I'm so excited about that guardian angel attunement. Oh my gosh. I'm so grateful that it's going to be recorded and the replay will be available. So if you're ready, not if you're ready, you are ready. You are ready to be the calm, clear, confident you, and I would love to support you in that. So I will see you then. I'm going to put in the comments, I'll put the link to enroll. The workshop, the single workshop is $44. The year is $222. If you come on, if you join us next week for the $44 and you want to continue, you can apply that within 72 hours. You can apply the 44 to the 222. In the Alchemist, we will have 12 90-minute angelic healing activation workshops where I'm going to be sharing all these beautiful teachings. You're going to walk away with simple, easy to use tools that help you align with, embody, and be the calm, clear, confident you. And I'm so grateful. So I love you. I'll see you soon. Mwah. Be well. Hey, Paloma. Namaste. Love you. Oh yeah, I'm being guided to show this card again. Authority. You are a limitless force of goodness. See you next time.